This Kevin Durant build is going to break NBA 2K23. This build can shoot from anywhere on the court. It does not matter. This build also gets contact dunks, has elite defense. It can do it all. It gets every single dribble move that you need in this game, has a super high pass accuracy. It is a all-around demigod. If you want to figure out how to make this build to the best of your ability and dominate in NBA 2K23, watch this video all the way through, subscribe if you're new, and let's get right into this banger. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cardi. In today's video, I'll be showing y'all boys how to make the overpowered Kevin Durant build that needs to be banned in NBA 2K23. As y'all can see from the clips in the beginning of the video, man, this build can do every single thing that's asked of it. It can rebound, it can shoot, it can dribble, it gets contact dunks, it gets the best layup packages in the game. Before we get into this video, make sure y'all boys drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications if you have not already. In this video, I will break down everything that you need to know. I will break down like why I'm doing what I'm doing, and just remember that this is a template for your build. Okay, you can change things around if you want to. I'm not really tweaking too much about that, but let's get right into it. All right, to start off, you want to go small forward. Okay, I only went small forward because Kevin Durant's small forward. I really don't think there's a difference between point guard, shooting guard, small forward, or power forward for the stats. I don't think that there is a difference at all, so just go small forward. Now, I went 6'9", 187, 7 foot on the wingspan. I went exactly how it is already laid out, and the reason I did this, all right, the reason I went 7 foot on the wingspan and I didn't go any higher is because this build is not really a defensive build. Okay, although it gets crazy defensive stats and really good defensive stats, it's not like a crazy, you know, it can play lockdown, bro. It gets crazy defensive stats. But the reason I did this is because I want a 93-point shot in order to get gold Agent 3s, the best badge in the game, and that is the reason I went 7 foot. Okay, so now continue. Now we're gonna go down to every single attribute and we're gonna tell you why we did this. Okay, for a close shot, it goes all the way up to a 76, and I'm pretty sure the reason I did this is for the extra badges. The close shot is not too important. Alright, the driving layup goes up to an 80. You get pretty much all the good layup packages in the game. Our driving dunk goes up to an 87. Alright, the reason we do that is because look, if we move our standing dunk up to a 75, I think we get one more badge if we move our driving dunk up 1 to an 87. That's the reason we did that. Okay, now for our shooting stats, we're gonna go 76 on the mid-range. Okay, move that all the way up to 76. The reason we do that is because we want to get that extra shooting badge. We move this all the way up to a 90. We maxed it out at a 90. Now watch what happens when we put it to a 90. We get all these badges to go from Hall of Fame. We get 23 shooting badges. You can put this up to a 69. And then our ball handle is going to go up to an 87. Our speed with ball is going to be max, but 87 is max ball handle, and then max the speed with ball. And then we're going to do our pass accuracy up to a 75, so you can unlock the LeBron James passing style. That's what we want. Our perimeter defense, like I said, we're going to be a lockdown, but you know, it's not our, I mean, it's okay. I mean, our wingspan's not the greatest, but you know, it's solid. We're gonna go 87 perimeter defense, 78 on the steal. The reason I'm gonna explain everything at the end. Okay, I'm gonna explain why we're doing what we're doing and the badge points and all that type of stuff, why we're choosing this and why we're not choosing that. All right, so we go 68 on the interior defense. Now for our defensive rebounding, we move this up to a 73 because we need some badges. We move that up to 73, put this up, leave this down to a 33, and now you have 19 defensive badges. Okay, so our speed and acceleration, we got to put that up. Our acceleration goes to an 81, our speed goes to an 80, our strength, we're going to leave it at 43, our vertical, we put a 75, our stamina goes up to a 95. All right, just like this. Bow. There you go. Now I'm gonna explain everything right now. Okay, I'm gonna explain the reasoning we did this, the reason behind all of this. Okay, so let's look at our badges. All right, we're not gonna get bully, but that's not really too important because I literally finished like crazy without bully, and you have a good dunk, so that's not gonna matter. All right, you get limitless takeoff at a tier 2 badge. Very, very, very good badge to have at a tier 2. If not the best badge you could possibly have. You get posterizer. Okay, the reason we did this, and we got an 87 driving dunk, is for the extra badge point. We got 86 driving dunk for gold limitless takeoff. That is the reason we did this. Now you can tweak this. You can tweak this all you want to do. Doesn't matter if how you tweak it, what you do. Okay, just so you know, you can take this down to 86 if you want to, but you're gonna lose a badge. Okay, the reason I did these things is for my own personal reasoning, and you know, the badge count's pretty good: 19, 23, 20, and 19. Now what I did is I would put all your badges on the defense. I would actually put 2 on playmaking, get 22, and I put 2 on defense, and the rest of the year, as I'm getting upgrades, I'm putting them on defense only. Okay, now I went with this right here, 19, because I want to be able to get like Giant Slayer, and not Giant Slayer, a Fearless Finisher. Where's that at? Fearless Finisher, Aerial Wizard for mobile events and stuff like that. I want to be able to have Limitless Takeoff. I want to be able to have Posterizer. I want to have enough badges so I can get all. I want to have enough badge points so I can unlock all my badges. Okay, if you only have 10 finishing badges, you're not gonna be able to even get your tier 3 badges. You won't even be able to get Posterizer. So that is the reason I did that. Now, for our shooting, the reason I did this is because you need blinders. You need blinders on gold. You need green machine on gold. We need Agent 3s on gold. Agent 3s on gold is so important. Now we have guard up on gold as well. We get a 93-point shot, so we're gonna have guard up. Increase the ability to make jump shots when defenders fail to properly contest, which will be a very, very good badge to have whenever you're playing 3s or you're playing 2s and people aren't really guarding you, bro. You're gonna be 6'9", 7 foot wingspan. You're gonna be playing other 6'9s, playing other centers. You should be matched up on centers. If you're playing with a guard, you should be matched up on centers, and you will be able to feast on them. On the 2s, on the 3s, doesn't matter. They're not gonna be able to check you. That's just what it is. And you don't even need a high 3-point shot to shoot in this game. This just makes you broken. Okay, this is a Kevin Durant build. So the reason we did this is because you want to be broken. If it's Kevin Durant is broken at shooting. Kevin Durant can shoot over anybody. Kevin Durant can shoot over anything. Kevin Durant can shoot from anywhere. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, silver limitless range is good enough. I can't get a 92-3. It's just not possible, or you're gonna have to suffer in a lot of other stats, and I'm not willing to suffer there. I'm gonna keep going and tell you why I keep doing what I'm doing. So that's the reason we did that. Now let's move on down to our playmaking. All right, so we got quick first step on gold. You can either get a 99 post control or an 89 ball handle, but most builds, you know, it's better for you to just get ball handle so you can get the dribble moves. If you get a 99 post control, you can't even get a 99 on this build. I think you can only get a 95. So that is the reason we only went with the ball handle. We didn't go with post control, because if you didn't know, it's very glitchy this year. You can get a 99 post control on like a post scorer and get quick first step in Hall of Fame, which is kind of crazy, but you know, I don't think it's too big of a deal. You have enough badges in order to get killer combos. You have enough badges to get unpluckable, clamp breaker, handles for days, vice grip, quick first step when you get rebound shot gonna get ripped. You got quick first step on gold. You got killer combos, basically quick chain. You got unpluckable on gold. You have all the good playmaking badges that you're gonna need, and that is the reason that we went with 20 playmaking badges. Now, I'd recommend putting 2 of your +4 on this and then putting the other 2 on defense. That's what I did for my build. But it's just personal preference. Okay, if you want to do it somewhere else, I would write down, like, say you know you have to have 10 available, right? Or you have to have 10 until you even get to your tier 3. So the reason I did that is that way I can core unpluckable on gold, right? So I still have 10 available. I used my 10 on tier 1 and tier 2. I still have 10 available because I cored unpluckable on gold. So what I would do is I would put 2 on. I would put 2 badges. So now I have 12, right? Which means I can get killer combos on silver and handles for days on silver. That is why you get 22. I feel like some people don't really think about that. I feel like some people just, you know, go in and they just look at the stats. They don't really look at the badges. The badges are very important. You know, if I drop my ball handle down to an 80, I might not get enough badges. If I drop my pass accuracy down, I wouldn't get enough badges. Same thing for shooting, same thing for finishing. The reason we have to upgrade close shot, and the reason, like, literally the reason we only upgraded close shot is because if we didn't, we wouldn't have 19 badges. The badges are very important. You got to have the right amount of badges. You cannot be like generous with the badges. You have to make sure you get your badges. Now I upgrade things that get me more badges, like my defensive rebounding. Upgrading that to a 73 and not making it like 60 and 60 made it where I get 19. I would only get like 15 if I did it that way. So that is why we end up doing this. Okay, now look at our defense. Okay, we get Chase Artist on gold. We get Clamps on silver. We can guard anybody. We get Workhorse on Hall of Fame, which is a very good badge. Helps you get rebounds. It doesn't say it in the badge description, but it literally helps you get rebounds. It increases a player's ability. It increases a player's speed and ability to get loose balls over the opponent. This literally has to do with your rebounding as well. You get Clamps on silver, Interceptor, Pogo Stick. Rebound Chaser is only on bronze. Okay, now you could try to get an 85 defensive rebound, but you're probably not going to get it. Okay, I mean, I just don't see a way you're going to get it, because if you upgrade your defensive rebound, your offensive rebound is going to start coming up. It's just how it is. It's going to be connected. How all these stats are, they're all connected. Now our speed is good. Okay, now acceleration is not that important. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, if you could truthfully drop this down. Okay, let me fix this. Okay, you could drop this down truthfully. You could drop this down to a 70. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You could drop this down to a 70 and make some other things way better. You could put up your driving dunk probably to an, okay, that's not gonna get up any higher really. You probably try to get to an 85. I don't think you're gonna get that many badges. Now post control, let's see what happens when we move our post control up. Nothing really happens. All right, so I wouldn't even mess with defense or finishing. We try to get a couple more on to our finishing, but it's not looking like we're even going to get one. So we're going to go back to an 80 driving layup, 76 close shot. I'm ready to take this down just like that. But acceleration, you know, there's a good helpful YouTube channel I found. I'll probably put their link in the description. He basically breaks down everything, and he basically showed that acceleration, you can have a 70 acceleration or a 25, and the only thing that it matters with is speed with ball, and you already have a 76 speed with ball. So if you wanted to be safe, you could really go 76 just to be the same as your speed with ball, and then you could upgrade other things to get more badges. That's probably what I would do, but I just don't know how many more badges you're going to be able to get. That's my problem. I don't know if it's even going to be possible to get more badges. That's like my biggest issue that I have with this. Is it possible to get more badges, okay, with this -4 acceleration? I'm just trying to help y'all out, figure out how you're gonna tweak this build, how you're gonna make this build. But look, this build is very good by the way it is, okay? It's very, very good. I need to move this back up. I don't know what I did, but y'all saw it at the beginning and what it looked like at the beginning, so we're just gonna move this up to 99. There you go. All right, now, so we have 19, 23, 20, and 19. 99 overall, 6'9", 187, 7-foot wingspan. All right, now these are the takeovers that I went with. I feel like KD can shoot from anywhere, and I feel like he can shoot pretty good pull-ups. Okay, now if you have these two takeovers together, you're not gonna miss. I promise you. I would even probably go pull-up precision first, because limitless range threes are not hard to shoot without that stat anyway. So I would recommend, you know, using pull-up precision first, but I like shooting from super deep, and I like messing around. I like shooting from beyond half court when I get this badge. So that is the reason I went with this, okay? You don't have to go with this. It's all personal preference, I promise you. It is not that important if you decide to go with something else. But look at the takeovers we get. We get slashing, pull-up. We get all these good takeovers, bro. We get every single good takeover in the game except play take, which is fine. We don't need play take. The play take on next gen sucks. You can even go finishing moves. This build can dunk on anybody, bro. I was getting crazy contact dunks, crazy contact lobs last night in mobile. As you can see, let's look at this, boys. I literally almost won mobile last night, bro. I got 8th place and 11th place, and if it wasn't for the boosters I played on this build, I would have won on my Kevin Durant build. I would have won mobile on this Kevin Durant build. So I know it's valid. I know it for a fact. I know it's valid. I used finishing moves and limitless range yesterday because I was catching lobs and I was shooting from deep. That's the reason I did that. But this build is just so, it just doesn't really have a flaw. So let's just press continue and just see what we built. Let's see what we have built, man. The goated build. Let's see what we have built. This build is actually crazy. Look at it. Shades of Jason Tatum. Kevin Durant, obviously. The Kevin Durant build of hell, man. Coach A's. Look at this. Two-way inside-out score, man. This build is amazing. I'm gonna be honest. It's my favorite build in the game, and it's not close. Besides my center build, which is very similar, just has it has way less ball handle, but it's literally the same build. It's just no ball handle. You know what I mean? It's just more rebounding, no ball handle. It is what it is. But this build, for a Kevin Durant build, is insane. To have fun on this game, this build is insane. Now, if this video helped you out, if you are going to make this build, let me know down in the comments below. I want to know how you boys think about this build. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you like this build, let me know, man, because I am really, really going to be enjoying this build, and I want y'all to enjoy this build. I want y'all to have fun on this game. So let me know down in the comments below if you plan to make this build. I love y'all boys. It's me, your boy, Cardi Man, and I am out. Peace.